How many people you know get on social media and talk mad crap about their job, or they expose stuff that's going on at their job? Well, this young lady that you see on the screen right now, she did just that, and let's just say it ended up costing her her job. She's a perfect example of why you need to be very mindful of the things that you are saying about your workplace on social media if you actually want to keep your job. Now, we're going to look at this thing from beginning to end. I got the whole story. We're going to dive into it, starting with this first video right here of the original video that she posted. We're going to look at what happened when she got fired, aftermath, all of that. So without further ado, let's check out the video that sparked everything and ended up ultimately leading to her losing her job. Let's get into it.
Okay, so get this. So there's this girl at work who's about to get fired. As the IT manager, I always know about any onboards or offboards before they happen because they want to make sure that I revoke access to their emails, and they want me to make sure that they're locked out of certain things so that nobody who's getting fired can go back and like shoot a company-wide email or anything like that. So I'm one of the first people to know when somebody's going to be onboarded or offboarded so that I can prepare their computer and their access and so on and so forth. So my boss, who is a super bitch, and the HR lady have been telling me we have an offboard coming up and this is super confidential. Nobody can know about this. And they keep saying that it's confidential, it's confidential. And I found out that the girl that they're firing, she's a really sweet girl. Like, she just got a raise, she just got promoted, like, she does a great job at work, and she's always super sweet whenever you talk to her. So I'm like, okay, something strange is going on here. Now, normally when it comes to affairs of onboards and offboards, I don't get involved. I just tell them what to do. I don't talk to the employee that is getting offboarded or whatever, just because that's not my place, that's not my job. But this particular employee that they're about to fire, she's such a sweet girl, and I've had many interactions with her where she's just been very positive and upbeat. I know that she recently got married and she recently got a raise.
Wow.
So I know that it's not because of her performance. I felt like something else is beneath the surface. Y'all, I feel like God put it on my heart to tell the girl that she's about to get fired.
You sure that was
So
God?
I text the girl and I'm like, hey, meet me upstairs by the elevator. And she's like, okay. So she comes upstairs. I pull her aside, like out of view. So I tell her, you're about to get fired, and they're about to do it on Tuesday. This was Thursday last week. And she starts bawling. She's like so taken aback. She's like, what do you mean I'm getting fired? And I was like, I don't know the reason. All I know is that they already have your replacement. They want me to prep your computer for that replacement. And she kept on asking me, like, do you know why they're firing me? Why are they firing me? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't get any of that information. They just tell me what to do with the assets. That's it. So
You doing too much.
do you know this girl proceeds to tell me how the HR lady who keeps on telling me confidential offboard, her and the HR girl were actually friends before she started working at the company. Now, they go out to lunch sometimes, they chat, they text, they call, they hang out outside of work. The girl who's about to get fired, she was chatting with her friend that works in HR. And she was telling her that she was so excited, she just got a raise, and they were celebrating. You know, it was like a happy moment. Somehow, some way, the HR girl goes back to my boss and tells my boss about the conversation. That,
she must have told that
she
you
was
told.
discussing her pay, and one thing led to another, and the boss calls the girl who's about to get fired into her office. So my boss is telling her, why were you discussing that you got a pay raise? You shouldn't be doing that. And she really ripped into her, and the girl was like, oh, I apologize, I didn't realize that I wasn't able to discuss getting a pay raise. As a matter of fact, When the HR girl, my friend, got a raise, we had a very similar conversation where we were both celebrating, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. And she says, ever since that conversation, things have been strange. Neither one of them want to talk to her. They both have kind of been avoiding her. They haven't been as friendly.
They already
and now
knew.
she's getting fired. Y'all, corporate America is nothing to play with.
Nah.
I've seen people undercut, backstab. I've seen people do some conniving, evil things, thinking that it's going to benefit their position in the company, or maybe help them with a pay raise, or maybe help them get close to somebody who can better their circumstance. And I have seen some cutthroat, heartless, cold individuals just do some very disgusting things. And this situation is one of them. So my intention here was just to tell the girl ahead of the weekend so that she could prepare herself, so that she could gather any evidence that might work in her favor, because I feel like specifically in this case, they know that they have some damning evidence against them, which is why they kept on telling me it's confidential, it's confidential, it's confidential. The HR girl knows that she said some things that could possibly incriminate her, so she wants to make sure that she catches this girl off guard. It's about to go down. So I text my girl, cause she's my girl now. I texted her this morning. I was like, hey, happy firing day. Like, I hope you're ready. I hope you got all the evidence that you need. Make sure when you walk in there, you hit the record button. Because we're both interested to know what reason they're gonna have to fire her. And my girl, she ready, okay? She said, if they don't come with the severance package, if they're not paying out my benefits through the end of June, I'm not signing anything. If they refuse severance, I'm gonna ask HR why they're refusing severance. I'm also gonna ask for a written note where they say they're not gonna contest my unemployment. I said, yes, girl, you understood the assignment. So here we go. I'm about to go to work. I feel so happy because I gave somebody that empowerment. I remember when I got fired once before, how it felt. I felt so unprepared walking into that conversation, and I really wanted her to just take this opportunity to prepare herself.
All right, so that's the video that kicked everything off. Y'all see, she was in a position where she was trying to do a solid for a young lady that she knew was about to get fired. Now, her job is to just revoke the access of people that are about to be off-boarded because they're leaving the company. She should have just did her job. See, now, if you went and told the girl, maybe everything would have been all right. But when you decided to come on social media, that's where the problem became. Because guess what? It's not hard for your company to find this video. And guess what? You would be in trouble. The same way you were talking about the girl being brought into HR because she was discussing pay raises between her and somebody else that she thought was friends. Now you trying to kumbaya with this girl and you trying to do her a solid. What you think gonna happen to you? Well, I already told y'all, she ended up in the same shoes as this girl. But before we get to her talking about her getting fired, there was a lot of people online that was trying to get her to understand you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have posted that video. Take it down. It could backfire. But y'all, she wasn't trying to hear it. And this is exactly what she had to say to everybody that was trying to warn her.
And another thing, for all of you guys who are in my inbox and you're trying to convince me to come around to your way of thinking, to be fearful, to be obedient to a corporation or to a job, or to be fearful that I could lose my job, or be fearful that this could blow back on me. This is exactly why the world is the way that it is. You are literally stuck in fear. You are incapable of being a catalyst for change, and that is why the system is coming down on people every single day and winning. Because you're paralyzed. What can you do?
Y'all hear her?
What will you say? What will you
She talking big.
Are you a sheep? Too many NPCs is what it is. That's the problem that we have in the world. If you're an NPC, just say that. But don't get in my inbox. Please.
Oh, she big bad.
Save this jargon about I could have, oh, what, am I not worried about this? No, I am not worried. And when I say that, I mean it. I am not worried. I don't care how many messages you guys send me. I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to start being fearful and living my life like that. What a burden it must be. What a burden it must be to sit around and feel so powerless. Take your power back. Stand up.
So y'all hear her, and I actually cut this one short. She gets into this long story, but we heard what we need to hear. Like, she essentially came back, clapping back at everybody that was warning her, girl, why are you sharing this online? And remember, she said God put it on her heart to share that with the girl. Well, I can tell you this, man, God should have been loud and clear in your ear that, yo, if you want this job, you need to listen to these people that I'm sending. You know how they talk about, you know, the person that was in the flood, they up on the roof and they waiting for God to come rescue them. They sent them a boat, they sent them a helicopter, and they was like, nah, I'm good, I'm waiting on God. That's this girl. God sent all them people in your inbox, like, take that video down. Girl, don't you care about your job? Girl, you could lose your job. You could get fired. And she ain't hearing it. Hard head, talking about she tried to spin it. Y'all see the way she tried to spin it and say, y'all NPCs, y'all fearful. Girl, you said in the first video, don't you know how corporate America is? You gotta play the game if you want to keep your job. Like, you do recognize that you're not the boss. There's a boss over you. Goodness gracious. But yo, that's just it. We not done. We only halfway there, man. We got to check out the next video where she finally gets that pink slip. They fire her. Let's find out what happened and how her response is. Let's see if she gonna still be all like, rah, 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 I should have done it anyway. And yo, what y'all talking about? I ain't afraid. Let's see if she keep that energy, y'all.
I got fired, y'all. I got fired. They finally found the video. That video, they found the video. So
got her.
Y'all know I had to come back and tell you what happened.
Tell us.
3 weeks ago, 3 weeks and 1 day, because today's June 16th.
She counting the days now.
On May 25th. 3 weeks later, my employer, they found the video. So I went into work today. Everything was very normal. I helped the finance department set up their check scanner. While I was doing that, I had a couple of the executives come over to me and they were asking for help with this or asking for help with that. And
they getting everything they can from you before they give you that.
And it was like so busy that the finance guy that I was helping, he was like, oh wow, you're popular today. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything of it. I'm just going about my little business. I have an interaction with my boss that's a little bit strange, but not really. So what happened was, one of the executives asked if I could make his laptop a personal laptop and remove it from the domain of the company that I work for, that I'm contracted by. So I have to run it by my boss. And so I had to go and ask her for permission. She was like, oh yeah, he's an executive. He gets whatever he wants. Just go ahead and do it. But before I asked her, like when I knocked on her door, she looked up and she had this look on her face like she was irritated.
What are you doing
she
here?
Had this look on her face. I couldn't quite place it.
You're still here?
But it was just like a fleeting look. Once I started talking, she, changed her demeanor or whatever. And so she gave me the approval. I went, I did the laptop, I gave it to the executive, and that was that. Maybe like an hour later, she stopped by my office and she's like, hey, did you get such and such situated? And I said, yeah, he's good to go. And she was like, okay, thank you so much. And that was it. I would say like 30 minutes after that interaction, I went to go like look at my Slack messages or my email or something to follow up with a user, and I couldn't get in.
She ain't got access.
My email wasn't working. My password
revoked
wasn't
her.
working. And I immediately thought, okay, I'm being offboarded. This is me being offboarded.
You do this all the time, so you already know.
I'm like, shit, they found the video.
They got you.
I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected. I'm like, okay, this is the day. My time is up, okay? The jig is up. So I leave, and when I leave, I call the company that I have the contract through, and I'm like, hey, I just want to know, am I being offboarded? And he's like, I don't know why you would be. I don't have any orders for you being off. Like, what? So he's like, let me check on that. I'll put a ticket in, and then I'll get back to you in the morning. And I was like, okay. And maybe like an hour later, I got a call from the guy who cuts my checks. And he was like, hey, Tiffany, so I'm just going to get straight to the point. I got a call from the company, and I'm pretty sure you already know what this is about. They do not want you to come back to the site. And I said, is this about the TikTok videos? And he said, yes. This is 100% about the TikTok videos.
100%.
So I'm thinking in my mind, I wonder who found out. Like, who was it that actually encountered the video? Was it my boss? I'm interested to see how all of that went down behind the scenes. Like, I want to know. If you're out there and you're watching this video and you work at the company, please let me know how it went down behind the scenes. That's
her first thought.
No, the people want to know.
Not okay? Why did I keep that up?
Also, the HR girl was not in the office today. I did notice. I don't know if she got fired for what happened, for what I said. I don't know why she would. I'm not sure. Or maybe she saw the video. Maybe she's the one who encountered the video and she didn't want to come to work today and face me. Or maybe whatever I said in the video, she was so perturbed by it that she called out. I don't know. But the HR girl was not there. My boss was there. And she was pleasant, you know, she was pleasant enough. And so, yeah, that's how it all went down, you guys. So what's next for me? I guess I'm about to be a full-time content creator. So help your girl out.
No, that's not the pivot.
You know what time it is. Like, we're doing this full-time, okay?
No,
but honestly, I've always wanted to do content creation, like, I've always wanted to do content creation and take it seriously, so I guess this might be the push I needed.
No.
I've also been wanting to get into real estate, so if you know anybody in Georgia who could help your girl do some fix and flips, I really want to get into that domain because obviously
she don't even have a plan.
Corporate America is not for me.
What?
So there you have it. For all of you naysayers and haters, your girl was finally caught.
Bro, she's so happy.
So yeah, I knew it was a possibility, so I'm not blindsided by this. I didn't have anybody to give me a heads up, unfortunately. How ironic is that?
Right.
But yeah, that's the update.
Y'all, what can we say? This right here is a mess. Why is she so happy? Like, I mean, I've done so many videos, seen so many videos about people struggling to find work. And this lady just lost a job over a TikTok video and she seems happy. And as somebody who is a person that, you know, runs my own business and I create content, I'm listening to her plan and I'm thinking she's comfortable because like she mentioned, she got contract work. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she'll just pick up another contract and everything will be good. Maybe she just lost the contract with that company. But no, she's like deuces to corporate America, but like, it's not even corporate that did anything to you. You did this to yourself. Like that was a self-inflicted wound. You lost your job because you, one, put up a video exposing things about your workplace that, you shouldn't do. Then when people try to get into your ear, get in your DMs and your inbox and let you know, girl, take that down. Like, yo, you might lose your job. You clap back. Now you happy that you got fired. You're happy that you got fired, minus the fact that nobody warned you. Like you warned somebody that started this whole snowball effect of you now losing your job. But yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: real estate and content creation, nah, that's not the way. sweetheart, please go get another job and just be responsible. Stay off social media. Like, this is not the move. Like, I'm all for people, becoming content creators, running your own business. I am an advocate for that all the way. But this is not the move. You had a corporate job, you had a steady paycheck coming in, and you risked that because you wanted to put up a TikTok video and you refused to follow wisdom and even listen to the voice of God and take that down. Like, no, that's not the move. But yo, we not done. She is back. She got one more video that we got to look at where she had to come back and apologize to the girl that she called HR girl in the video. Let's find out what happened, y'all.
Plot twist, plot twist. I had to apologize to the HR girl. If you saw yesterday's video, I got a very nasty email in the morning. After thinking about everything, my best guess is that it was sent by the HR girl, and that thought alone really weighed on me, so I had to apologize. Normally, I would keep this moment pretty private, but you guys are part of the story, and so I feel that this is something that you need to see as well. So I'm just gonna put it on the screen. And HR girl, if you sent that email, and if you're watching this and you know HR girl, please send her this video.
All right, so I'm gonna leave this up for you guys if you want to go through and read it. But man, this situation is crazy. First and foremost, I want to say this to this young lady. I ain't got no ill will against you. I feel like you seem to have a kind heart. Like, the whole thing started because you were wanting to do a solid for somebody. You didn't like the fact that somebody was nice and they were getting fired. Do I like the fact that you got fired? No, it's something for us to talk about because there is a lesson in this situation. But I do hope that you are able to bounce back and, ideally get another job. Like I mentioned, I'm all for content creation. I'm all for, people running their own businesses. But let me be real with you. Content creation and real estate, like, those are two of the toughest things for somebody to be able to do successfully, especially within a short period of time. So I would not say that is a solid plan as your backup plan for losing your job. Please go back to corporate, go find another situation and just be more wise. Don't be so gullible and think that, oh, I can post anything on social media about the job that I work at, man. Like, our society has definitely gotten to the point where people just feel way too comfortable sharing things that don't need to be shared on a public forum. And the fact that so many people can find your content. Like, think about it. You got content creators like myself and others that doing reaction videos on this. Like, the fact that what you put out will come across somebody that you don't want to see it, it's a high probability that will happen. But yo, I want to hear y'all thoughts. Hey, what do you think about this situation? Like, this young lady risked so much. And here, let me put up the second part if y'all want to read that, right? So this young lady, she just risked so much. And I feel like this could have been completely avoided. Like, I feel like there was some pride in just, yo, I'm a dig my feet in. I'm going to stand 10 toes. I said what I said. I posted the video and I'm not taking it down. I feel like she could have preempted this and she probably would not have gotten fired if she had taken the video down. Real talk, the video is still up. Like, I was able to find the video. It's still up on her actual page, right? She got all of the videos in the series, right? There's more to them. I just grabbed the four that I felt really encapsulated this whole experience and this whole story. But this is what I'll say. If you are in corporate America, or honestly, if you're working for anybody, like, you gotta play the game, but especially corporate. Like, you got to play the game. And if you're unwilling to pay the game, then you definitely going to have to find something else to do. Like, now, when I say play the game, that doesn't mean that you are going to have to eat crap, right? Or do things that are unethical, or, take crap from people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a way that things work. There's structure. There's rules when you work for companies, and you have to follow the rules if you want to keep your job. That's why one of the things that you typically will see when you get hired somewhere and you go through orientation is they give you a company handbook. Right? That employee handbook, it gives you all of the rules, all of the regulations. Now, let's be real. Most people actually don't sit through and read every one of them. But hey, it's there so that you can't make any excuses when they do get ready to offboard you and send you to the door if they need to do that. Right? They're going to be like, yo, it was in the handbook. Did you read the handbook? It was all there. Right? So This is a perfect example of why you got to think twice. Think twice, please, before you get to talking about your job on social media. Just keep it to yourself, keep it to within people that you know, and that way you can avoid things like this happening. Again, I hope that this young lady is able to, bounce back from this, get a job. And again, I just want to give my warning. Young lady, please, please don't make content the main thing. Don't make it the main thing. If you want to continue to create content that's not related to, exposing things that are happening on your job, by all means. But please, please, please exercise some wisdom and, pick a more stable career path. Like, do that. And again, so many people are struggling to get jobs now. If you have the ability, you have the skills to be able to go out and get another job, go do that. Like, don't do the content thing as the main thing. Don't do the real estate thing as the main thing. Like, do what is going to get you paid in the short term. That's my advice. That's my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Again, you ain't got to subscribe today, but when you're ready to join the family, I welcome you. There's another story on the screen. Man, if you want to see a crazy, crazy interaction that I had with a toxic coworker and what they did to get this girl fired from her job is insane. It's on your screen. Check it out. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed. I'm Jay.